Great evening, great evening, great evening, great evening. Hey, folks, this is Wesley $1 billion Virgin here with another Millionaire Midnight rant. And tonight, I got great news for you. I'm going to give you folks and all of you the opportunity to ask me a question, okay? I'm going to give you an opportunity to pick my brain here tonight, okay? And I try to do this at least 2 times a week, to give everybody the opportunity on this platform here called Instagram and on this podcast, whether you're watching me on listening on Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, or iHeartRadio here. Several times a week, I go live just to give you the opportunity to pick my brain here. Hey guys, how are you? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Great evening. Hey Mariah, how are you? And if you're brand new to the rant, brand new to the podcast, well, where have you been? My name is Wesley $1 billion Virgin, and I am a multimillionaire here out of Houston, Texas. But the great thing about me is that I'm self-made. I'm a self-made millionaire, which means no one in my family had $1 million to give me to create the business that I have here today. As you can see here, that's my awesome, beautiful view. And if you're on the podcast right now, you can always follow me on Instagram at Wesley $1 million Virgin. If you ever want to join me live, it's free. And I give everybody an opportunity, teenagers, women, men in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s here, to converse with me for free, by the way. And I am worth about $40 million, and I'm in a digital marketing space. I'm also a real estate investor, but, I'm just a plain Jane man that's winning right now. I'm doing well, and I just want to make a contribution to the world to help others do well as well here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Guys, go ahead and comment your name here below. Give me a second. I got to send a text message. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and put your names here below. Hey, Maria, how are you? We have Z. Thomas, Dr. Jesus, Dr. Jesus, Angelina, or Angeli. How many of you are enjoying these rants? Go ahead and comment below. Smash the like button. Share it out. How many of you are actually getting value from these rants and actually making it applicable to your life? I just had a meeting with a young lady, and she shared with me that she said, Wesley, your rants, the best word I can use to describe your rants, they're magical. And that was an awesome comment to get from, a person that I've been listening to my rants for a while. She said it's magical. And listen, these rants are deep. They're raw. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to play around with you. I'm not going to feed you fake hopes and dreams, okay? My goal on here is to be transparent and to communicate to you to help you make money, to help you manifest your dreams, and to help you have a better quality of life, okay? But I'm not going to play around with you here. I'm not going to pacify you, okay? We go raw. Sometimes I get loud. Sometimes I may be very direct and very authoritative, but everything comes from the top of my heart. Everything is love. But I do want you to win, okay? And to win, you have to do what winners do. And winners, they're always learning, okay? People that win financially in life, they're always educating themselves, okay? Wherever situation that you're in right now, and if you're not, if you don't like that situation, and if you want a better situation, all that means is you need to educate yourself. Does that make sense? All that means is it's just something that you don't know, that you have to discover. If right now you're making $40,000 a year and you want to make $400,000, well, you have to study those who are making that type of money. Right now, if you're living in an apartment, got cheap furniture, and you live on a certain side of town that is not that safe, but you want to live in a penthouse, you want to live in a gated community, you want to live in a place in the suburbs, well, you have to listen and surround yourself in that type of environment here, okay? So I do these rants to give everybody here an opportunity to go live with me. You can post your questions below. I will answer any question about anything. Okay, anything you want to know about me, I will tell you. Okay, I'm not going to hold back. Is that cool? You're in affiliate marketing. How could all of us start doing what you do on a smaller scale? Where do we start? Well, I would suggest if you want to start as an affiliate marketer, I would suggest to go to digitalstore24.com. Okay? digitalstore24.com. Click the word marketplace. Scroll down to the bottom. You'll see a product by the name of Genie Script. And click the affiliate page. And there you will find everything you need to know to promote a product, learn how to do it on a smaller scale. And once you get great at it, I'll help you scale that business. Does it make sense? So go to digitalstore24.com. Just write this down or record this. Go to Marketplace and go to Genie Script, which is the product, which is my product. Because I'm here to help you. All the tools that you see there will help you on a smaller level to succeed greatly. Okay? What's next? What's next here? Come on, guys. Be kind. Be kind. I don't know. On these rants, sometimes you look in the comments here. You know, people are always going back at each other. But for what? What's the point of debating with each other? And most of you are all in the same situation. It's like, you know, relax a little bit and listen and learn. All right, questions for me here, please. Can you tell us a story about what? What would you like to know? Okay. Like where it all began. Well, remember something, you know, I have over 300 podcasts on my podcast. You can search Wesley Billion Dollar Virgin podcast on Google, and you can hear everything about my story. But I give you the brevity. The brevity of my story was this. I grew up pretty poor and average. I'm black. I'm a black man. My dad, my mom, they're pastors of a church. My parents never made more than $20,000 a year. I graduated high school. I dropped out of college. I went to the military. I got kicked out of the military. I had a bunch of jobs. I got fired and terminated from 90% of the jobs that I've had. I've tried and I've tried and I was a part of several opportunities in several businesses that all failed. But through perseverance and educating myself like you're doing right now, that's important, I found the needle in the haystack called internet marketing. And I made my first $1 million on the internet creating products. Okay? What's next here, folks? Questions for me? What's the question for me, folks? Don't worry, I went ahead and kicked that guy out of here. He's gone. Hey, Chef Tingles, how are you? Hey, Adrian, how are you? Hey, Queen of Mac, how are you? Questions for me. And listen, if you want to go live, just say, Wesley, I want to go live with you. I'm open. I charge people $50,000 to go live with me. But I will go live with you for free right now. I just want to give everybody the opportunity, man. You know, listen, I know I can't help everybody become the best version of themselves, but damn it, I can try. And that's what I'm doing here. And that's the reason why I go live here. Hey, Rainbow, how are you? Hey, Lele. All right, she loves wigs. Wants to go live here. Okay. Camera as well. Okay. I need to be able to see you if you go live with me while you look at this outstanding view here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Jaleesa, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Okay. All right. Lisa from Georgia. All right. So, how can I help you tonight?
Okay, so my I'm in nursing, but my passion is nursing, and
Okay.
so I aspire to be a registered nurse, but my business is wigs and beauty.
Okay.
So
Oh, wait, you're breaking up a little bit.
hello.
Say that again.
Okay, so hold on. Let
There
me
you go.
just try.
That's much better.
Okay, so my passion is nursing, but my business is wigs.
Okay.
And like the beauty industry.
Yeah.
So I feel like, with nursing, I'll never really get to where I really want to be.
Okay.
I love helping people, but I just feel like I'm leaning more towards like the beauty industry and being like an influencer, things like that. Because like over the past years, I've got like offers and deals, like, so I just don't know, like, how do I choose like nursing over, what I really, really want to do?
Well, so my question to you is, and congrats on all the deals, but my question to you is, what do you really want to do?
I really want to do like I really love nursing, but like since I started my business, um, I just love like making people look pretty and making people feel better about themselves. So,
Okay. How far are you in the nursing program right now?
um, I'm not really far because like I keep stopping. So it's like I still got like a year, maybe like a year and a half.
Oh, okay. So you keep starting and stopping. Why do you think you're starting and stopping?
Well, because like my business is like good. So, and I love
Oh, so you're
creating
doing well with
content.
the wigs.
Yeah,
So why not? What do you think is holding you back to just go all in on the wigs and just do that and make people beautiful?
I guess maybe like me feeling like it's not like I feel like
Wait, I can't hear you. I think you're over the mic.
oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I feel like I think like nursing in the long run will bring me more stability.
Well, okay, let me help you. So I want you to see if you can let the stability mind frame and long term, you got to kind of let that go because, and I get it, we all think like that as growing up, we need stability, you need job security. But all those things are myths, okay? There's no such thing as stability, there's no such thing as job security, there's no such thing as this long term. What is important is what's happening right now. Because even in the nursing, I mean, you can be a nurse and all of a sudden nurses can be laid off, or and then what's the purpose of doing something if you're not feeling fulfilled to do it? I know a lot of people that are nurses, they don't even want to do it anymore, right? Because
Right,
for whatever reason. But what's important is, can you do something that you love to do and get paid in the process? And it seemed like with
right,
hair, you're doing that right now, right?
yeah,
And listen, the beauty industry is not going anywhere. I mean, what
right.
woman on the planet doesn't want to be beautiful, right? That's
That's
going to
true.
happen when I'm gone, when I'm dead. Women will always need wigs. They will always need some type of beauty products. So I would say the long term, I mean, it's definitely there, 100%. And how much money you making right now with the wig business per month?
I feel like it just depends on me because, like, with the wigs, if I was just really focused, I could make $1,000 a day plus.
So once you do that,
Yeah,
what do you think is stopping you from doing that? If you can make $1,000 a day, that's 30 grand a month.
I don't know. I don't really know. And like, I'm really ambitious, but it's just like, I
Well,
guess me just
I know
stepping out
you
on
don't.
faith, maybe.
Say it again.
I think just me stepping out on faith, trying to do it 100%.
Okay, think about it right now. I mean, do you have a regular job and in the wig business, or you just going to school and working the wig business? Like, what are you currently
Yeah,
doing?
well, see, I do have a regular job, but it's not like I work a lot of temporary jobs.
Okay, you do like temporary jobs. So
Yeah,
right now, how much money is the wig business bringing in per month?
mm,
Average.
probably like probably like 2K.
So how much are your bills per month?
It just depends, like, on how hard I go. Like, I could pay all my bills if I wanted to, but I
But how
slack.
much? But how much are your bills per month?
My bills per month, maybe like
Yeah.
2,500.
Okay, so why don't you just let that all those temporary jobs go and do what you already know what you believe you can do because that's what you said, and take that 2,000 to 5,000 this month. You know, I mean, if you're selling the wigs and it's working, how are you selling the wigs on your website, or how do you get
I do
customers?
it. I don't. Well, my website is down, so like I do it like online, but mainly like local
Oh, okay,
online
like
now.
local. That's
Yeah, and
great.
then
That's
I
smart.
offer delivery.
Oh, that's really good. Well, just
Yeah,
continue to do that and get your current customers. Make sure you get all their names and all their email address and all their numbers, right? Because you want to
yeah,
remarket to these people, right? And then
yeah,
you tell your customers, hey, if you want like a $5 discount, refer somebody and I give you this much off on your next wig, right? How many customers do you currently have?
I have a lot. Like I have a following, like on my Facebook. I think I have like 4,000 followers, and
Wow,
out of
that's
all of
good.
those, quite a few have shopped with me before, or plan on shopping with me.
Okay, well, I mean, come on, you got 4,000 people that want what you're selling. You got to get out there and market. Got to get out
You're
there
right.
and do some Facebook videos, TikTok videos, Instagram videos. Show people the wig. You know, put the wig on. Show why your wig's a little bit better. I mean, I've seen videos like this just go viral. People overnight just they make a ton of money. And the great
Yeah,
thing
and then
about it,
like
uh huh.
I see like a lot of trends like that have started the trend, things that I was already doing, and I just feel like wow, if I would have just kept going, like stayed a little more consistent, that could have been me.
Well, listen, it still can be you.
Yeah,
That's
you're
good.
right. You're
The
right.
market is wide open right now, and I did a rant last night, and I was talking about how the internet, the world right now is shifting.
Right.
And when I said shifting, it's because if you notice, right now, the stock market is kind of down. Crypto's having its FTX, these people getting sued, and Facebook just fired 10,000 people. Amazon just fired. But there's a great opportunity right now where everybody's suffering, everybody's like the house market like this. Let me tell you something. It's a group of entrepreneurs that are looking at this situation as a way to come up. And it always happens this way. This is the best time. This is the time for you to get those wigs out there, get that marketing out there, and just go hard because it doesn't matter what the market looks like. Women always going to need wigs. They always want to look beautiful. They want to change their style. So this is the opportunity for you as an independent wig distributor to go hard. Like let everybody else suffer. Everybody like, oh my God, what's happening with the world? I don't know.
Right.
But you just I'm telling you that it always happens this way. Then you always have this one person, they just bust their ass. They don't listen to the media. They're not listening to what's happening in the world. And 6 months to a year later, Now they're bringing in $50,000, $100,000 a month because they chose not to capitulate to the mentality that the world is just suffering and everything is just, this is an opportunity right now for you. And I want you to take it. Does that make sense? Uh-oh, I think we lost her. So does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen, here? There's an opportunity right now. It is happening. And many of you are so blind because you're looking at the narrative that's being played. I get it. The housing market is suffering right now. The stock market is suffering right now. I know you guys just seen what happened with FTX. This guy lost over $60 billion in a day. All the money that was invested in this guy's company, including like Shaq and Kevin O'Leary and Tom Brady, that put their money, I mean, they're going to lose. They lost all this money, right? And then you see Amazon just laid off 10,000 people. Facebook just laid off 11,000 people. Twitter just laid off 50% of its people. But what I'm saying is, well, everybody's looking at this and they're like, oh my God, keep the money, hold the money. Well, you know, I don't know. You can't, I can't, don't do anything. Don't move. Don't do this. It's some entrepreneurs out there. They're going to grind it out. They're going to bust their ass. And in 6 months, they're going to exploit everything that's going on right now. And I'm one of the entrepreneurs. I'm telling you something. I'm one of those entrepreneurs right now. Listen, I'm not looking at my business and looking at my companies right now, and I'm not in fear. Right now, I'm doubling down. I'm tripling down on everything right now. Because, see, in the next 6 to 12 months, I'm going to bring in $100 million based off this narrative that everything is in a deficit right now. Be smart, okay? While everybody's afraid, you go for it. Take the leap. Stock market is so low right now. Buy index funds. Are you crazy? The index funds are so low right now. This is, people gonna make billions of dollars. You don't even get it right now, right? So get out there and put your content out there, okay? You're welcome. She loves wigs. What's next here? Kevin O'Leary's story. I didn't hear about it. Yeah, you guys didn't hear about FTX? FTX is just like BlockFi. Anybody know what BlockFi.com is? Cryptocurrency exchange. They just filed bankruptcy, guys. I mean, I'm lucky. I got lucky. I sold all my crypto. Like BlockFi just filed bankruptcy. FTX, you know, Graham Stephan on YouTube used to promote this a lot. A lot of people used to promote this stuff. They just went totally into the red. Over like billions of dollars of people money is gone, folks. You've not seen that? Gone. Kevin O'Leary was on the board, and Kevin O'Leary was a huge investor in this company here, suffering, right? I'm just telling you what's happening. Tom Brady as well. Tom Brady had about $600 million in this, and it's gone. It's gone. I mean, this guy, his name is Sam Freeman, I believe, and you know, he getting ready to go to jail. But read about it. I mean, read about it. You know, do your research here. But yeah, you know, the FTX crumbling or being insolvent affected BlockFi. You know, I don't know how, but they just filed bankruptcy. That means you cannot, I don't think you can take your funds out of BlockFi right now. Yeah, that's screwed up, isn't it? Would you buy your crypto now that is so low? Now, let me tell you the reason why I pulled out of crypto like a year ago. It's because I just don't understand it. I'm gonna be honest, and I think it's all speculation. What it means is whatever happens, when someone says something or someone writes something online or some guy that you think is smart on the internet say, hey, buy this, then everybody buys. But most of these cryptos, they don't have any utility, man. You know? It's like they don't have any use for it. It's just like random shit. I don't know. It's like almost paying the lottery. And I'm not paying the lottery. I'm not going to gamble. You know, I put some money out there a couple of years ago. I made a little money. I pulled it out and I was done deal. Because I don't understand it. And me, I don't want to do things that I don't understand. Not for long term. Okay? Yes, you always want to keep your coins off the exchange and put it on the ledger or a cold wallet. Let me play a song for you, bro. What's the next question, guys? It never appealed to me. Okay. What I'm saying, and listen, I'm not saying crypto is bad. All I'm saying is this: just make sure you know what you're doing, right? Be smart. Like whatever you do, whatever you jump into, you don't want to jump into anything because it's just the hot topic of the week. And that's what people did with crypto. Oh, I need to get in crypto. I need to get in crypto because it might go to 1 million. Just stop it. That's like playing the lottery, man. You know how many people play the lottery and don't win? Everybody. You know what I mean? It's just that one person, right, that may win. So that's how I think about the crypto market, honestly. All right, what's next here? What are things we should invest in right now? Index funds, you said it right? Yeah. Listen, index funds. Okay, definitely index funds. I just spent about $500,000 in the past week on index funds, and I'm just gonna let it sit. I ain't gonna touch it. I'm gonna make about $3 to $4 million. You'll see. Within a year, I make $4 million. Doing nothing, by the way. Also, like I said last night, guys, get into the digital marketing world. You got to have some type of blueprint online about you. You got to have something. Like start now. Whatever you do, whatever you're trying to do, you must have a blueprint online. Instagram. Like your Instagram should not be full of dumb pictures of yourself, which no type of utility or no type of way to monetize it. Be smart. Your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok should be a business only, not just for you to put pictures of your baby and your dog on it. Unless you got a dog business or a baby business, you got to monetize. Stop wasting and using your Instagram just to put up random photos. It's dumb. It's stupid. You got to monetize. Why? Because, listen, in about 5 to 10 years, all the Zoomers, which are the Generation Z, they're going to be 28 and 30 years old. Those are the people that you're going to sell to. And if you have nothing to sell them online, you're going to be behind. Okay? The Generation Zoomers use the internet for everything, for knowledge, for information, to ask questions, for everything. It's like the Bible. It's almost like the encyclopedia. They use that for everything. Okay? They don't read books. They're on the internet for everything. So you need to have something online in a way that you can monetize. Okay? So you can make money for the rest of your life here. What's next? Put me on, bud. All right. Gotcha. Pedro. I think I remember him a long time ago, back in the day. Positioning. Pedro should be rich by now. Okay, I guess Pedro don't want to go live. Yeah, the index funds that I invest in is Vanguard and Fidelity. It's a bunch of Fidelity funds. Just search them, okay? And Vanguard. I'm heavy in those right now. What are you doing on a daily basis for work? Take us through a day of Wesley Virgin. Easy. First thing I do when I wake up, I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to you. I just go into this mode of gratitude for about a minute or two. I don't move. And then I immediately move to meditation. I meditate with my phone. I put on my meditation track and I just sit up and I just meditate. Okay? I don't do anything for about 20 minutes. I just focus on the breathing and I meditate. And I begin to create my day. Then after that, I go in the kitchen and I have a protein shake. Take all my supplements because I'm getting ready to go to the gym. Okay? Then after that, when it's time for me to go to the gym, I may talk to Lupe, which is my housekeeper. Then I take the car for her today because I have several cars. So I choose one, whatever inspires me, right? Some days I want to go fast. Some days I would just want to be in the G-Wagon, the 4x4, whatever. Like today I took the 4x4. But some days I just want to speed, okay? So like today I took the Lamborghini, the Euros, went to the gym. I worked out for 2 hours. Like it's necessary. I have to do at least 2 hours of working out per day, 5 days a week. That's mandatory for me. 2 hours. Okay. I worked on legs today. I was running late because I had to have a long conversation with my daughter that's in college for about 2 hours. So of course she comes first. Got to talk to her. And then I went to the gym. I went home. I had myself some Flower Child, which is a healthy spot here in Houston, Texas. I had chicken breasts. I had macaroni and cheese and yams. And then I had Harry, and I took a shower, changed clothes, and I went for my second workout, which is Pilates. I do Pilates on Thursdays always, and it's another leg workout. I like really putting a lot of emphasis on my legs because obviously I work my legs, but not as much as I should. So I double the workout with Pilates. So, and Pilates is very difficult. Pilates is a total body workout. I do recommend it for men as well. Usually women do it, but in case you didn't know, Pilates was made for men, Joe Pilates, but it works on the intrinsic muscles of your body and it works on elongation, posture. Your body will look totally different in 30 sessions, but it's very difficult, I'll be honest with you, okay? But I did that today. Then I came home, and I ate again, and I was starving, so I ate a burger and fries because I need the calories, honestly. Like I'm 215 pounds, and my goal is to be 225 pounds, so I need to eat. I need to eat after this as well, right? Then I just worked, man. I got on the laptop and I worked. And that's my day. And I may meditate again as well. And that's it. That's my day. And now I'm on a rant with you. Questions for me. That's my day. What's next here? And shout out to Ariella in Miami. She's having her event. And listen, we do these Miami events, the Virgin Media Miami events. We do them several times a year where you folks get the opportunity to fly out to Miami. And it's $20,000 to be a part of the event, but you get introduced to the lifestyle because, we talk a lot online, but, imagine being with the person that I helped become a millionaire that's young like you, 29 years old, and she's living her best life, and she gives you this luxurious experience. And we're talking about yachts, we're talking about private chefs, and we're talking about meeting the woman that I worked with for less than a year and a half, and now she's worth over 7 figures. Okay, she's living her dreams, and that event is about $20,000. But listen, it's life changing, and it's happening right now. So shout out to all my superstars in Miami that took a leap of faith and listen to Ariella, listen to her. Okay, she was trained by the best, and she would definitely change your life if you listen to her, if you trust her. You'll have an experience that you'll never forget. Okay. Next question for me here. Questions for me. How you feel about dating someone while on your come up? Yeah, I think that's a man. Yeah, I don't listen, if you're a man, you shouldn't date anybody at all. I'm a firm believer that men should make the money by himself in the beginning of his journey to pursue wealth. And I say this because honestly, I don't think many of you really understand how difficult it is to make a transition to 7 figures. And let me give you some statistics here. Do you know, like when they say the 1% is really not $1 million. The 1% is $450,000. Like the 1% makes $450,000. The 1%. Okay. The average income is $50,000 per year in a household. But the 1% is 450,000. Okay. So, and that's considered a lot of money if you make $400,000 a year. So you can imagine to double that, which is $1 million. I want you to understand it's very difficult, okay? And I'm not talking about making $1 million, but actually having. There's many people that make $1 million a year, but they don't net $1 million a year. Does that make sense? So you got to really understand that and understand the difficulties that that will take place to get you there, and it's very difficult, okay, and it's not easy at all, but it's possible. Does that make sense? It's possible. So men, I would suggest you do not date if you're serious, okay? If you're truly serious and committed to achieving your goal, I want you to understand that your goal, if your goal is to make a ton of money, is to become a successful entrepreneur, well, you got to realize this, that the business has to be more important than the girl, period. Okay? Let me say it again. The business has to be more important than the woman or the girl that's in or not in your life, period. Okay? And I would suggest you do not date anyone at all. Okay? And I get it. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to want to have sex, but just masturbate if you need to. Honestly, I'm being very honest with you. But the reason why I share this is because it's very difficult. You know, I don't think, I was talking to a young lady today, and she was like, because she wants to be a millionaire as well, but she want to be in love and married too, and she's 40 years old. And you know what she told me? She said, Wesley, can I have both? And I said, no. I mean, I can't BS her. I'm not going to lie to you. You cannot. Like, no one on this planet, if you're not going to have love and millions of dollars all at the same time. I give you an example. Unless a woman marries a man that's already rich, then that's different. But if let's talk about women. Women, you got to choose one. I mean, if you want to be in love and have this beautiful husband, have this beautiful life and beautiful family, make that your focus, because that's difficult as well. But if you want to be rich and successful, that got to be your focus, which means you got to sacrifice one. You're not going to work on both of these two things at one all at once and think that you're going to be very successful at them, okay? Do one first. And men, let me tell you something. Get the money first. Get the money first. I've reiterated this, so many times on so many different rants here. Get the money first. Trust me. Take a break from women. For 1 year, I did. For 2 years, I took a break from women. And I did whatever it took to get the money. And it was a lot of self-education. It was a lot of self-development. But I discovered the solution to make the money. And now I'm at the point, I get whatever woman I want, I can have. I mean, it's just simple. What I've learned is when you develop yourself as a man, what does that mean? Develop yourself physically, right? Go to the gym, work out as if you're creating the best looking body on the planet. 2, your finances. You need to have more than enough money than you can ever spend and be able to take care of the people around you that you love most. Okay? And 3 is like your emotional intelligence. You want to learn how to be less reactive to the world, right? Don't let the world always piss you off or anger you all the time, right? That's emotional intelligence. And then the last one is the ability to communicate, your communication styles. Got to learn how to do that. You have to learn how to articulate yourself in a way that people listen and that people tend to agree with you, okay? Because of your skill of communication. That's what men should work on. That's it. Man, if you work on those 5 or those 4 or 5 things, if you just work on that and perfect that for 2 years, let me tell you something. If you achieve it, it's not one woman on this planet that's not going to want you. They all will want you, all of them. And then most of all, the ones that you really want will want you as well. Okay? All right, what's next here? But unfortunately, many men, they have it backwards. They're out there trying to get the money and women. And I don't know any men that's making a ton of money chasing women. Because you chase women, you're going to lose money. But if you out there chasing money, you never lose women, because women love a man that's ambitious. Even if you can't give her all her time, all your time, she still loves you. She still like you. If she can't deal with it, she'll make her exodus. It's okay. But let me tell you something. Most women, they love a man that's driven. They love a man that's ambitious, because many men are not like this. Right? They understand that, hey, I know you can't give me all your time, but go out there and be the best version of yourself, baby. I love you. I got you. I got your back. I support you. Why is she like that? Because she understands that she's going to be a part of those benefits. Once you do it all, once you, as you achieve more and more, and she understands that's what drives you as a man as well. Okay. So, men, again, comment below. Get the money first. Okay. That's all I want you to do. Get the money first. Okay. Questions for me? Talk to me. How many streams of income do you have, and do you recommend? What's your bread and butter in business? I have about 15 streams of income. They're all online, and I have homes and real estate as well. What's next year? Questions? Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on, pick my brain, ladies and gentlemen. Pick my brain. I'm here for you. Comment below. What's your question here? What are you struggling with? What do you need clarity with? We're getting ready to move into 2023. Do you want to be the same person that you are in 2022? Well, you have to make changes. Changes start with opening your mouth. What's your problem? Let me help you find a solution here so you don't repeat the past. Can you list 5 areas of focus again? Turn the page. Sure. 1, for men, physicality, which means men need to work on their bodies. Like, you need to be healthy. You should want to create an outstanding, beautiful body. Honestly, period. Okay. 1. 2, finances. A man his responsibility is to be rich and wealthy, not comfortable, not average, but rich and wealthy. Okay. 3, a man should have a sense of emotional intelligence, which means this, man, you can't be so reactive all the time when things happen to you in life. Okay, if you lose a ton of money, you can't just lay there and suffer and cry yourself to death. Man, I did a video. It was titled "Real Men Cry as They Lie." Now, real men are not crying over here. Real men don't have time to cry because they have to start the new company. They have to pivot. Makes sense? So you have to have emotional intelligence. You need to know how to adapt in different situations that can be chaotic and they can be heated. You have to learn how to be a stoic, how to be calm in every situation in life. Okay. And that's a skill that anybody or any man can perfect. And 4, your communication style. You must learn how to articulate yourself. You must learn how to communicate effectively. It's very important. Okay. You have to learn. And Jordan Peterson said that a man or a woman that can communicate, write, and read is dangerous. Learn how to communicate. Okay. You have to learn how to express your thoughts and your ideals. It's important. You have to learn how to do this. And then you have to learn how to do it well. And after you achieve those 4 areas of life, women will naturally come to you. You don't have to go to them. They will come to you. They will. They will watch you. They would say, hey, come to me. Hey, come to me. They will give you the sign. They will look at you. They will admire you. They will hit on you. Okay? You don't have to chase anymore at all. They will come. What's next? How to get a lot off of write-offs. How to get a lot of write-offs on taxes. You know, you have to really talk to your accountant because that's only like per state. Depends on where you live and what the tech code and tax law is for your city or state or country. So, yeah. Wesley, I am an excellent singer, and I'm starting a YouTube channel, singing popular music. What do you think? Go for it. You know, go for it. If that's what you want to do, Patricia, go for it. Right? You understand? You know, becoming a singer is a long road, especially if you're not that good. You know, because a lot of you singers think you're good, and you're not that great. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm not being negative. It's just the truth. You know, some people that sing, they think they're good, but they're not that great. You know, and the reason why they're not that great because if you are really that good, people will follow you because people love a person that can sing. Go on TikTok. Look at the people that sing that have no followers, and look at the people that sing that have a ton of followers. Right? It's a big difference because people that can sing very well, people will follow these people. So if you don't have any followers and you've been singing for a very long time, it's because you're just not that good yet. Doesn't mean that you can't become better, but you're just not that good now. Okay? Wes, do you still read at the moment? I do. Can you please talk about the opposite? I see some men prefer to go for rich ladies while they are not rich yet. Well, you know, men like that, I call them sycophants, right? You know, or the parasitical. They just trying to find a rich woman because they're lazy, obviously, right? They want a woman to take care of them. But what's the point of talking about men like that? We're not men like that. We're not out here looking for a wealthy woman to live off of, or we don't need a woman to support us. That's backwards, right? So there's no need to even talk about that type of man. That's a loser. What's next? And I don't have time to talk to nor talk about losers. What's next here? Are you getting value here, ladies and gentlemen? Talk to me. Come on. Let's go. Questions for me. I don't see enough comments below here. Maybe I need to just lay down and relax and work a little bit here. Why don't you start a podcast? This is a podcast, Faith. If you go to google.com, you guys do this when you leave here later. Go to google.com, type in Wesley $1 Billion Virgin Podcast. The podcast is there. It's been there. Subscribe to it. Listen. Hey, Sienna, how are you? Wes, did you ever read Project 369? No. Please talk about your, oh God. How did you change your paradigm from not having money to being rich? What are some of the adjustments you had to make to achieve your goals? Yeah, I gave you some very practical things and pragmatic things that I did to really condition myself because as you guys know, I grew up on the south side of Houston, Texas, which is kind of poor, right? It's pretty average over there. There's no Rolls Royces, there's no suburban houses, no mansions, no gated communities, nothing, right? Just regular average life. So when I became an adult, I realized that I had issues with money. Let me explain. Because my parents said money don't grow on trees. I'm pretty sure most parents said this to you as well. Or they say, I don't have any money. We can't afford this. That's too much money. So I heard this throughout my childhood. So as an adult, I had a big issue with money because I never had it. And then I was told that I got to work hard for money, right? Work hard for money, right? So what I did, a few things that I did was, one, I got a vision board. And I still, I am an advocate of vision boards because truly believe they work. So I have 5 vision boards. You know, I have a vision board for all the cars that I bought. I have a vision board for all the homes that I've purchased, and I have a vision board for all the places I've traveled around the world. Okay, it's one thing. 2, on my wall in my previous apartment, you know, when I was staying, my apartment was like $700 a month. I had pictures of my goals, and I had pictures of all the things I wanted to acquire, all the things I wanted to buy. Just put them all over my wall. Like I put them everywhere. I put them on my refrigerator, my living room, my bedroom, my bathroom. So I couldn't go anywhere around my home or my apartment without seeing my goals. Okay, it's very subliminal, by the way. It's important. And another thing that I did, I went to the bank one day. I took $100, and I asked the teller to give me 101. She thought I was going to the strip club, and I said no, not for the strip club. It's for my home. And I took 100 ones, and I put them all over my house. I sprinkled them everywhere. I just put them everywhere. Dollar bills all over my place. Okay. Another thing that I did was I used to write checks. Now, obviously, I didn't have any money in my bank account, but I would write checks to the dealership of the cars that I would purchase. I would write checks to the houses that I would buy. I wrote checks to the department stores that I would visit as well. Had about 20 checks, and I would put these checks on my countertop. So when I would come in the house, I would see checks. I wouldn't see bills. That's one thing that's a no-no. Never put bills on your kitchen counter. You don't want to see this stuff. It's subliminal, and it's automatically going to affect your mood if you see bills, because obviously no one likes to pay bills. So I wouldn't suggest to put bills where you can see them every time you leave and enter your home. Okay? Put checks of all the things that you're going to purchase, and that's what I did. So that's what assisted me to really shift my paradigm, and meditation, of course. Wes, I hate reading breaking the habit of being what? Break into the habit of reading. Wes, I hate reading. Need to break into the habit. What do you suggest? Yeah, man, it's really nothing. Like, I can't make you do anything. It's up to you to make a decision to do it. And if you don't like to read, then obviously I know exactly what your life is going to look like in the next 5, 10 years. And it's going to look exactly how it is now. So that's the sacrifice, and that's the price that you're going to pay. That's the consequence of not assimilating new information. Make sense? So it takes you, like, I can't motivate you or push you to read. That's going to be your deal. But remember something, you not reading will only exacerbate the current situation that you're in right now. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. Make sense? Because you're not reading anything. Reading knowledge is the precursor to experience. The more knowledge a person has, they're ready for the experiences in life. And if you don't read a lot, then you're not equipped to handle experiences. Okay? Which means that you will make more mistakes than average people, or the people that do read. What teachers from the law of attraction do you recommend to learn from? Wesley Virgin. Question for me. Talk to me. Talk to me. What are your thoughts on weed? Yeah, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't smoke weed at all, period. And I don't care. You can argue all night with me about it's a plant. It comes from the earth. Shut up. That cannot be your only argument about weed. Okay? I don't suggest it. I don't promote it. I would never smoke it because I believe it's more of a debilitator than something to progress people to do things great. And don't give me examples of rappers. It's always somebody going, well, rappers, they do it. And look, they're successful. Not all of them. Like, right. What I'm saying is this, that I truly believe that just as you think taking weed or smoking weed can be beneficial to your life. What I'm saying is meditation, which is another drug, can be more beneficial as well. Try it out, okay? Because even when you smoke weed, you're only seeking to feel or to have a certain state of mind, which is relaxation. People want to be relaxed. They want to be calm. They want to be, the kids, they want to feel a certain way, and they feel that they need a chemical that's going to facilitate that feeling. And I'm here to let you know that you can facilitate that feeling within yourself. That God has equipped you with everything that is necessary for you to feel relaxed, for you to feel calm, for you to feel enthusiastic. Any feeling that you desire, you have it within yourself. You know, all this stuff like ayahuasca, DMT, the frog, the toad, mushrooms. To me, this is just ridiculous. Honestly, it is absolutely ridiculous. You don't need this stuff. It's not a need, right? Everything that you need is within you to feel the way that you want to feel. Does that make sense? Do you recommend buying or renting? Well, I rent right now. I'm paying like $13 a month for my place, so I rent. I don't want to buy. For what? Maybe later, but now no. Renting is fine. What's next here? Fastest and most simple way to become rich and wealthy. There's no fast way. There's no simple way to do it, man. Doesn't exist. Wes, since you're an avid reader, have you ever considered reading the entire Bible? Since that's where all the wisdom of the world comes from. I wouldn't say all the wisdom of the world comes from the Bible, right? I wouldn't say that. And I don't think you should say that because you don't know that, right? And I don't see what's the purpose of reading the entire Bible. I don't know what that's going to do for me or do for anybody else. What's your opinion on alcohol? That's another thing. Like me, I don't drink. Yeah, I don't drink at all. Okay. I mean, I used to have a glass here and there. Only like one thing at home, I never drink. And only time if I did have like a glass of wine or cocktails, only when I went out, and I rarely ever went out. But now I don't want to drink anymore ever. Actually, it's worthless, honestly. And like I said, it's a debilitator, man. You know, alcohol itself. I just don't even want to drink at all because I don't need to drink. Remember, people, it doesn't matter if it's drugs or alcohol. It's just a chemical that they take and ingest to make them feel a certain way. That's it. All right? You want to feel loose. You want to wind down, right? You want to relax, drink wine. That's why, because you want to feel a certain way. And the sad part is, like I said before, you can feel however you want to feel. You don't need the glass of wine. You're just addicted to it. And what you're addicted to is the feeling that it makes you feel after ingesting the alcohol. Make sense? Now you laugh, you know, you're carefree, you do everything, and then you can blame the alcohol, right? Oh, it was alcohol. That's why I cheated on my wife. Oh, it was alcohol. That's why I did this and cheated on my husband. Oh, it was alcohol. That's why I did this, whatever. All right? So I'll say no to alcohol as well. Are you looking to hit? Are you looking to hit on your team? To hit? I don't understand the question. Not even on vacation? No. I mean, what does vacation have to do with you drinking alcohol? Right? I mean, what does that have to do with that? Nothing at all. I mean, stop drinking for a month. Just try it. You know, just test yourself. And after you sustain for a month, see if you want to go back. But just stop. Just, you know, stop. Look, you know who some of the people who don't drink? 50 Cent. He don't drink. Money Mayweather. He don't drink nor smoke. And this man is worth almost $1 billion. He never lost a fight. Money Mayweather. Floyd. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke at all. Never. And how great is that, right? Because it's important to always have a clear mind and an organized mind. You never want to be out of control. Like never. That's my philosophy. Okay. And if you want to live a very long time, I wouldn't say that alcohol or weed or any type of drug is going to be a contributor to you living a longer life. It's not going to extend your telomeres. Okay. Do your research. What's the question? Wes, can we see your vision board? Not tonight. I'm too comfortable, too relaxed. Wes, it's truly not easy as it takes consistency to keep going. I have had a lot of failed business partnerships from people. Can you please talk about what you look for in people before you partner? Um, yeah, sometimes you just never know. Sometimes you have to just go with your gut, right? And that's what I do. I just kind of go with my gut, man. I say, you know what? When I met Ariella online, I just went with my gut and just gave her an opportunity, gave her a shot. But there have been some people that I wish I never partnered with because they suck, honestly, right? So I would just say trust your gut and don't be afraid to make a mistake. Just go for it. If your gut says go for it, just do it, right? If it don't work out, just sever ties quickly. Okay. That means you must be a sex addict if you don't drink. No. If you're Chloe. God. So I mean I have to be a sex addict because I don't drink or smoke weed? Come on, folks. That's assuming that I must have an addiction? Like why? That does not mean that. Look at that. Candy Burris. Yep. She doesn't drink or smoke. Candy Burris, the young black lady, very successful, very, very beautiful, from Atlanta, Georgia. She was in SWV. Kim Kardashian, she don't drink nor smoke, right? Is it the unknown of the afterlife to why we as humans thrive to be rich? Because the rich are free? I don't understand your question. Is it the unknown of the afterlife? First of all, we don't know if an afterlife actually exists. Hey, Dad, how are you? Like, no one will ever know if the afterlife exists. Okay. At all. What's your morning ritual? Man, I just shared this. My God. Did you just arrive? You must have been late. Hey, Michaela, how are you? You need to watch the video again. G morning? Michaela, you can't spell out the word good? G morning is not a word. It's good morning. Sienna, can you talk about the importance of patience, please? Yeah. So listen, my girl Sienna wants me to talk about patience. Patience is a very imperative quality of successful people. It's very important. I mean, it's very important to have patience because without patience, let me tell you what happens when you don't have patience. You make mistakes. You make more mistakes than the average person. And the reason why you make so many mistakes is because you're such in a hurry to get something. You're such in a hurry to get to wherever you're trying to go. And when you're in a hurry to do something, you make mistakes because of your impatience. Okay. You got to be patient, man. Even if you're working on your company, you're working on your business, your life, or whatever you're doing, just be patient. The results are inevitable. It's like going to the gym. Like maybe you don't have results in the first week, 2 week, 2 month, but you do know if you continue to go to the gym repeatedly, consistently, you will soon see results. That's just inevitable. Okay. The results will come. It's the law. So, but with business is a little different because the thing is with business, you have to do the right thing at the right time sometimes, right? And I'm going to be honest, because you may say, well, Wesley, how do I know if what I'm doing is right? Yeah, you don't know. That's the great thing about business. That's the mysterious thing about running companies, because you just don't even know. You don't know if this is going to be the company that's going to be the breakthrough for you. But I'll tell you this, because I was talking to a young lady today, and she was sharing with me that she's a real estate agent, and she was selected to be a part of this one group that in 2023, they was going to make a ton of money. And they were hired to sell houses in advance to people and to builders and to brokers and real estate agents. And she did a great job. She spent about 7 months getting all the deals done, ready for the big lunch of 2023. And then all of a sudden, 2 days ago, her company told her that the entire deal is going to be restructured, which means it's all the work that she did, all the people that she spoke to, and the builders, the residents, the real estate agents that she spoke to, all of these relationships that she built. She had to tell all these people that there's no more deal, that all these people are going to lose their money, which, not only are they pissed, but this is going to take a ding in her reputation, her reputation and her credibility. And she felt a little bit down. And she said, Wesley, what would you do if that happened to you? And I said, because something like that happened to me before as well. And I said this, whenever those things happen to you in life like that, when you just bet on something, because you kept saying, I was going to make so much money in 2003. I was going to make so much money, Wesley, in 2023. Man, I was going to set myself up to be a million. I just knew. And I said, stop. You have no clue on what's going to make you a millionaire. You don't know. You only think you know. You got to remember that. You only think you think. Like the company that you guys are in or opportunity that you're involved with, you just think it's going to make you a millionaire, but you don't know, right? But what I told her, this is an opportunity for you to pivot and start your own thing. You're smart enough. You got the intellect. You got the people skills. Start your own company, right? You can't spend any time suffering. And see, this is a version of the greatest version of yourself. The greatest version of yourself is when you're in a predicament and it feels like everything is crumbling around you, but you make a decision to move forward and find a way to still monetize the deal or find a way or an opportunity to move forward. That's the greatest version of yourself. Okay? And it takes patience, which means is whatever you want so badly, my question to you is why? Like, why do you want $1 million so badly? Why do you want to retire so badly? Like, why? You ever thought about that? Like, why do you want everything like now? Why is that so important for you to get it now? Like, is your life that bad? And if you think it is, well, come with me. Let me take you under the bridge here in Houston, Texas. And let me show you some folks right now that are sleeping on the ground. It's 40 degrees out there right now in Houston. And let me let you stay out there all night. And I think if you would sleep on the ground in 40-degree weather all night, I think you would have another outlook of life. You'll be grateful for the rest of your life. Because to me, that's torture. But to those people that's under the bridge, it's the way of life. Okay? So patience is it's just necessary, man. It's the name of the game. And nothing that you would ever want doesn't have to be that important that it affect you emotionally. Nothing. You should not want anything so much and so badly that it affects you emotionally in a way that it doesn't serve you. Okay, you can't be out here saying, "Oh, I really want this to happen. I hate my life, and I really want. I've been working so hard, and I deserve this, and I want this." Right? I get it, but be patient. Realize that your life is not that bad. Once I started to realize that my life wasn't that bad, and this is the reason why I started feeding people, it helped me become more patient through my process of becoming a multimillionaire. You know, because many of you continually you think about what you don't want. You keep like, well, I don't want to live here. I want to travel more. I want a new husband. I want a new wife. I want a new car. I want a new everything, right? So you keep thinking about what you're not getting, and you think about the current life that you have, which you don't want. So that's what causes you to be impatient. But once you start to appreciate and be grateful, see, that's a key word. Once you begin to be grateful for everything that you have in your life, and maybe it's not, listen, maybe you got a Camry. You want a Lamborghini, but you got a Camry, but you're grateful. Maybe you stay in a little bitty apartment and you want to be in a penthouse, but you're still grateful. Maybe you stay in a regular, normal little house, but you want to be in a gated community in a mansion, but you're grateful. Does that make sense? And you realize that your life is not that bad. It's not that bad. And you're grateful for every moment of your life as you run and walk towards the finish line of your success. Okay? Wesley, what are some good investments, 10K or less, in yourself? Not being honest, in yourself. If you got $10,000 right now, invest it in yourself, your self-education. Go get yourself a course. Go get yourself some mentorship from a millionaire if you can find one, right? Join a mastermind. Learn. What's next here? Can you talk a little bit about the law of attraction and how to manifest? Yeah, let's keep it simple. First of all, listen here. Every one of you already know how to manifest because you're already doing it. Let me say that again. Every one of you knows how to manifest because you're already doing it. Like, I want you to look around your room right now. I want you to look around wherever you are right now. I want you to look around right now. Everything that you see around you right now, you manifested that. If you had a job right now, you manifested that job. You drive a certain type of car, you manifested that car. If you look to your left and you see your ugly husband and your ugly wife, you manifested that guy. You manifested that woman. Does that make sense? Because manifestation, the definition, simplistically is, it's just the ability to take a thought and to take that thought and make it real. That's it. Or to make it physical. That's it. It's just a thought. A person that can take a thought and make it real. That's manifestation. Make it tangible. Okay? That's it. Something in your mind, and you make it actual and create an actual experience. Okay? But the first step to manifest, if you want to be a little bit intentional about it, is to have an intent. You must have an intention, which means you need to know what you want. And many people get stuck there. Let me tell you why. Because people don't know what they want. They only think they do. People think they just want to be millionaires. They think they just want to be in love. Women, they be like, I just want to be in love. Like, what does that even mean? That's vague. You could be in love with your dog. Is that enough? You might, no, I need a man. Right? So listen, you can't be vague when it comes to your intention. You have to be very clear about what you want. And the more clear you are, you tend to get it. Now, how can you get clear? You can write in your journal every day. You can write your goals every single day. Seriously. Okay, you can write your goals every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Okay? And begin to manifest that world that you wrote down on the paper. Okay, questions for me here. Can you share and explain the quote when Jim Rohn says, work harder on yourself than you're doing your job? Any practical tips? Yeah, so Jim Rohn, which was one of the greatest motivational speakers on this planet here of our time, he talks about that an individual needs to work harder on himself than he does at his job. What he's saying is this: most people, we work at our job, and we just work so hard at our workplace. And what he's saying is, if you took a bit of that work and worked on you, like the books that you read, the people that you're around, the places that you go, that's working on yourself, the exercises that you do, then you can possibly transcend and become a wealthy or rich person. So work on yourself, work on your behavior, work on your attitude, work on your posture, work on your communication skills. This is all working on you, right? She said, work on yourself harder than you work on your job. Questions for me here? Any more before I let you go here? Hey, Angelica, how are you? Is it manifesting when you buy everything yourself? Of course. Doesn't matter if you buy it or don't buy it, it's still a manifestation. And remember, to manifest means to have a thought about something and make it real or bring it into your life. Okay? Michaela, how do you do it to be so clear? I'm always so messy. How you do it to be so clear? Yeah, listen, you become clear by repeatedly doing it. Like anything that you do in life and you do it well, it's because of practice. So you just practice manifesting over and over again. You're going to get really good at it. Okay? Or practice becoming more clear about what you want. You first get clear on what you want, then you start. Okay. Wes, how much more would you say you worked on yourself versus you working on the business? Was this your conscious, deliberate choice as to how you worked? I'm going to be honest with you. I worked more on myself than I did on my companies. I did. And I get it. It's a stretch. You might say, oh, I don't believe that. Well, it's unfortunate if you don't believe it, but I did. I worked on myself more than I worked at any job. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you for showing up here tonight. Thank you for being available here. And thank you for not giving up. I really appreciate you guys for not giving up, even though I don't know all of you. But listen, whatever you do, just don't give up. Don't stop. Okay, continue to stretch yourself. Continue to raise the money. Continue to think outside the box. Okay, do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. Because in life, you don't get what you want out of life. You get what you picture. Never forget that. In life, we do not get what we want out of life. We get what we picture. Picture the life you want. It don't matter if it take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Every morning, every day, picture the life that you want. Picture it. See it. Smell it. Feel it. Hear it. Until it becomes real. Hey, this is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin. Hey, remember the podcast can be found at google.com. Type in Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin podcast. You can always go to my bio on Instagram account, Wesley, $1 Million Virgin. Click the first link in the bio if you would like a free demo from me to show you how I can help you make a ton of money in the first 45 days. Hey, much love, and let's go.